if I'm wrong, you've taken dishes from all of your concepts and you're preparing them all at Grotto, and then these drivers that work for you now, not for Uber, right?
Well, they work for delivery.com. Technically,
Okay.
they're independent contractors, but they're kind of we're testing this new model, if you will, through them. So we're still paying them as a third party, but this is our way of kind of like getting kind of what we want without, going full bore into the whole thing.
Right. So all they do is deliver your food.
That's right.
And they're dedicated to your one location, Grotto, which is the name of which you've changed to F&B.
Yes. So, and not to make matters too confusing, but Grotto we're running F&B as a delivery concept out the back door, for the lack of a better word.
Okay, so it's your virtual concept within Grotto.
That's right. And Grotto is still the place, and people know it as Grotto, and the sign's still on the front.
But you got a bunch of delivery people waiting in the alley for you to send the food from all of your concepts out the back door.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Clay, maybe you can tell me about the different menu items that are available to F&B customers and how you pick them.
Yeah. So we wanted to encompass all the three concepts, and without like doing an exact copy of the same dishes that you can get in Palm Beach over in West Palm Beach. It's more of an inspiration. There's a couple dishes that cross over, but for the most part, the Buccan section is inspired, that same style of food that we like to do at Buccan, kind of worldly flavors, smaller plates. And then the Imoto is, Asian, but it's not the same dishes that you would get in Palm Beach.
So you got Grato, Imoto, and Buccan. I do not know these concepts, so tell us some more about them. I mean, we've got Grato. It's red sauce Italian, I guess. Yeah,
Grato's Italian. Buccan is our original flagship restaurant that we opened 10 years ago. It's a lot of big wood-fired hearth, lots of crudos and raw stuff, fresh, a lot of fresh pasta, and then a big wood hearth that we grill proteins on and small plates on. The inspiration is just kind of, anything cooked over the wood fire. The flavors are from all over the world, really bright, fun, sharing, exciting flavors. And then I think a year after, we opened a place called Imoto, which means little sister in Japanese. And that's attached to Buccan, to the, right next door. We bought an old store that was there. And that's like 35 seats, but that's like, we have a really great sushi guy, Gide. And then we have a wood grill over there too. So it's the same, like wood fired, but all like Japanese, Korean, lots of Asian influences in that one.
So kind of izakaya type, sort of
exactly.
Quickly grilled kind of robatayaki kind of
thing. Kind of stuff. Yep.
So do you have a wood grill at Grotto also?
Oh yeah.
Thank goodness.
We have a huge wood fired wood stone oven, and then we also have a big J&R grill.
What did you have in mind as you were re-envisioning dishes? Is this to make them more compatible with delivery, or were there other thoughts too?
Yeah, some of them for sure. And Italian food is great to cook, but it's, I love acid, I love heat. I like a lot of different textures in food, and Italian food is, it's hard to do something acidic, and it is what it is. It's very ingredient driven, and I love to cook pastas and pizzas, but I was just really wanted to do something a little more exciting.
I see. So talk me through some of the dishes that I can order at F&B if I live in West Palm, which I don't.
Sure. We have a sushi guy there, so you have sushi. We do some tuna tartare, some raw stuff. Yaki udon, fried rice. A lot of the staples that people would order for delivery, just done at a high level. And then Buccan is, we have an awesome like charred cabbage salad out of the brick oven with rock shrimp and like a fish sauce vinaigrette with, crispy shallots and cashews on it. Just like really bright, spicy, and lots of cool textures. We do hummus with, pitas that we bake in the oven with lamb ragu and harissa. So it's kind of, we do shrimp scampi on a big piece of toast. I mean, all kinds of different inspirations.
So is the idea here to kind of capture customers from all three of your concepts, but give them food like that's easier for you to execute and that's going to be delivered to them better? Is that kind of what you were thinking when you developed this? Either Clay or Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to take this?
Yeah, I mean, that was the idea. You know, the delivery and the takeout at Buccan and Imoto was starting to become overwhelming. So we were hoping, you know, to capture some of that and take a little stress off the kitchens over there, and then just, you know, broaden the appeal at Grato.
So, and how are you getting that message out? Like, stop bugging BlueCon. Now you have to call F&B. How do you get that? Obviously, you don't say leave us alone, but how do you get that message in?
So just to backtrack just to add on to what Clay said, I think the way
Sure.
I would describe it is that we are looking to, you know, have this repertoire so that we can, you know, people that come and dine in can come here more often. It's that one-stop shop type of thing. And then at home, you know, again, they have that one-stop shop there too. So it just broadens the appeal all around and just drives frequency and more orders. I mean, we really do think that, you know, it's going to be a competitive advantage that you can get order from 3 different verticals from one platform.
And so, if I'm a customer in the Grotto dining room, I can also order from the F&B menu. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all the same. It's all the same.
So ultimately, might Grotto go away, and then this is just the F&B location where you can get all of.
It could dominate. I think, you know, we'll always want to, you know, be a name for the place. F&B is kind of more of a delivery, you know, a platform sort of branding kind of thing. I think there'll always be a restaurant name, you know. Clay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's, you know, I think to the extent that F&B takes off, I think the next place for an F&B would be maybe in a ghost kitchen, or I don't know, maybe would brand, you know, hybrid restaurants too. I'm not. That remains to be seen, I guess.
Or maybe in a warehouse near a highway exit, so you can deliver to people quickly.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's how the original business plan went.
Right.
Yeah. But to answer your question, you know, we're continuing to operate on digital channels for the existing restaurant. You know, that the menu, happy hour, brunch, all those things, and then on a completely separate set of social platforms, we're starting to organically launch F&B. So we're really growing it as its own brand. And, you know, we're broadcasting through the delivery.com platform. We're using our own lists and sort of advertising through there. And then we're just developing just from scratch, just digital campaigns just on the paid social channels.
So if I'm ordering from Buccan or Imoto, they still get the order at their locations, and it's delivered to me via Uber Eats or Grubhub or whatever.
Yeah, we didn't touch it. So I basically F&B is going to have to earn its business away from those other platforms.
And it's been a week, right?
It's been a week.
So how's it going?
So sales are up 153% over.
Well, from zero, that isn't anything. So what's that?
It was from Grato. Grotto alone.
Oh, okay. All
yeah.
right.
So it's basically, you know, 2.5 times, and so that's been good. And you know, traffic in the restaurant itself has, you know, almost the same, Clay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's up quite a bit.
So that means that F&B is doing more business than Grotto in its first week.
For sure.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So you think you might turn F&B into a multi-unit concept, opening different kitchens in I don't know, Miami and Tampa and places like that, or Chicago and New York and LA.
Yeah. You know, we're just gonna stick to what we do and do it as best we can and see what kind of opportunities present themselves. But that was the original intent a few years ago.
Mhm.
You know, Clay and I both have done some rapid growth. I've done a lot of rapid growth in my day. I'm sort of a administrative corporate chef by trade, so I'm more of a pencil pusher type. So we know our way around kitchens and design kitchens, and you know, would be equipped to blow it out if we wanted to.
Be sure to check out more independent restaurant news content at restaurant-hospitality.com.